He's joining us from the city centre. It's also important to hear just what Kenyans have to say with regard to that full verdict. Let's just cross over there. Shadrach, where are you and what are Kenyans saying so far?
Well, Betty, we are right here at the CBD and we've just been engaging some Kenyans to tell us exactly what is their take concerning the reasons and the full judgment as it was delivered yesterday by the Supreme Court judges. Remember, in the judgment that nullified the win of President Uhuru Kenyatta by majority led by Chief Justice David Maraga, his deputy Philomena Mwilu, Justice Smokin Wanjala and Justice Isaac Lenaola, they all ruled in favor of the petitioner who was challenging the entire election, particularly the election of the president. And so yesterday was the day that the judges gave their reasons for them that sided with the petitioner and for them that dissented. And so we just remember one of the key issues that came out yesterday was the element of yes, the IBC was found to have done things that were, according to the judges, things that were illegal and irregular. And so one would have expected that at least up to that extent, some few individuals would have been demanded at least to answer. But according to the judgment that was delivered by Chief Justice David Maraga, no culpability was preferred upon anybody. And so, in essence, we are saying that IBC, as it stands now, it is completely off the hook in regards as to the findings of the Supreme Court, even though the election of the presidential elections, as it was held on August 8th, was nullified and declared null and void. And so, just to get a feel, we are joined by some Kenyans who are going to tell us exactly what they feel. Karibu sana ndugu yangu, tell us jina lako ni nani na utuambie ni upi mtazamo wako kuhusiana na sababu zilizotolewa na mahakama ya juu kuhusiana na kubadilisha ushindi ama kura za urais zilizoandaliwa mnamo Agosti tarehe 8.
Mimi naitwa John Okuthe. Nimefurahia sana kwa nullification of the ruling of the Supreme Court ile ilifanyika jana. Juu nilifurahia sana nikiona Kenya siku hizi tunaweza pata ukweli kutokana na koti yetu. Nimeshukuru sana Justice Maraga juu alifanya vizuri, tumerudi juu uchaguzi iliibiwa na kila mtu amejua, juu tulipiga kura na kura iliibiwa. Hapo nimefurahia sana na nasema wananchi wa kawaida wasimame imara na Kenya yetu na tusidanganye na mtu asikudanganye, uungane na uwizi. Na ile kitu sifurahi sana ni hata nullification ilifanyiwa lakini bado Chiloba ako hapo. Naona kama bado Chiloba ako huko, hakuna kitu itaendelea vizuri.
Asante sana. Karibu sana ndugu yangu, tunajaribu kutafuta maoni. Ni upi mtazamo wako kutokana na sababu zilizotolewa na majaji wa mahakama ya juu kutokana na kubadilisha ushindi wake Rais Uhuru Kenyatta kwenye uchaguzi uliofanyika mnamo Agosti tarehe 8?
Okay, majina yangu ni Bernard Dirango. Na kwa maoni yangu ile uamuzi ilitolewa jana, hata kama sisi wananchi wa kawaida tunatafsiriwa Kiingereza mingi, lakini kuna maneno mawili ilikuwa inatumika pale kwa kotini: irregularities na illegalities. Na kwa maoni yangu, wakati nilisikia hiyo kesi na uamuzi wa hao majaji, jaji mwenyewe wamesema hawajaona makosa kwa IBC. Tukashindwa irregularities zikujia wapi. Wakasema uchaguzi kulingana na wao commissioners hawana makosa. Kama mwananchi wa kawaida kama mimi, nilienda nikarauka saa 9 ya usiku. Nikaenda nikatubukisa kura yangu. Na kura yangu nikaweka kwa sanduku. Ikatolewa na ikahesabiwa. Mambo ya transmission kwangu mimi hainihusu. Na ile jukumu kubwa Chief Justice na hao majaji wengine wangefanya ni kuangalia Wajiko mwenyewe alitumbukiza kura yake, akaiweka kwa masaduku, ikatolewa na ikahesabiwa. Wangerudi mpaka mahali ile manual decision ilimekiwa na Wajiko, watoe hizo masaduku yote, wahesabu. Kwa sababu sasa sisi wakituambia mambo ya transmission, atuelewi transmission kwangu mimi ina affect kula yangu namna gani. Na ukiangalia uamuzi wa George Ojwang na wa huyu Dungu inaelekezea mwananchi wa kawaida vile wa majaji wengine wangesema haki yangu nimenyanyazwa, kwa sababu haki yangu kama ingetolewa na haki yangu ni kula ihesabiwe, tuache kuambiwa mambo ya transmission. Mambo imefanyika kwa mitambo, mitambo yenyewe sisi hapa hatuielewi ni gani, sisi tunaelewa kura yetu.
Asante sana. Karibu sana ndugu yangu, tuendelee. So what is your opinion over yesterday's reasons as they were given by the Supreme Court judges regarding the nullification of August 8th presidential elections?
Well, I think for a nation, looking at the dissenting judgment from the two judges and the majority ruling, the difference actually brings to fore the question as to, is there a different way of looking at the laws of Kenya? We look at the likes of, Justice Ndungu, Jokin Ndungu, dissenting sentiments, and she starts with the substance of the numbers. When you look at the numbers, then we miss out the point in as far as looking at the elections of 2007, the way it was. Remember, during that, when the results were being beamed in 2007, Kibaki was behind by about 1 million votes, and then all of a sudden people wake up and Kibaki is ahead of Raila. You get my point? So if you look at the numbers at that time, you'll think that Kibaki won. But if, for example, laws were, as for 2010, if the new constitution was there at that time, 2007, I think that election will have been nullified. So the views of Jokin Ndungu, beginning with the numbers and confuting the process, to me, I don't think that will carry the aspersions of Kenya and credibility of an entire process. And I think we need to shift from that notion that arriving at the final number means that that's the winner.
Maybe the question one would want to ask, yes, the elections were found to have been carried out illegally and irregularly, yet no judges or no criminality was preferred upon anyone at the IBC. What is your position over that?
Actually, that's what is appealing, because I expected that it's a serious offense, to having irregularities and illegalities. You remember Justice Maraga had mentioned that there were illegalities. And if we had illegalities, that means those are criminal offenses and people need to be charged. We need to reach a point in this nation where we need to see the heads rolling. We don't need just word of mouth, because what is going to happen is that we're going to have a fresh election. IBC will do it. It can do it shambolic the way it has been done, but they know no one is going to be held accountable. And I think that was the shortcoming of this ruling. And I think we need people who are liable in the illegalities and irregularities to be prosecuted and charged in the court of law, so that it is a lesson to even those who will be holders of those offices in future. My name is Bryce Eric.
Thank you. Karibu sana ndugu yangu. Betty, we are still receiving a varied opinion from different Kenyans who feel differently concerning the yesterday's reasons as they were delivered by majority and the minority and on the dissenting judges regarding the nullification of President Uhuru Kenyatta's win. So we still having some few of them here, and they'll continue.
Actually, how are you? I'm Nathaniel Magembe from Gisi County. I'm really pleased to give the overview of the court. That yesterday was a detailed ruling of the nullification of the case. So what I would have said that I really thank the institution the three arms of government for just supporting that kind of the ruling. And most important, let us give the institutions our upper hand so they can be able to build strong institutions. Once we build strong institutions like judiciary, executive, and legislature, which is parliament, we can be in a position to have a very good country. Because we don't want to have institutions whereby we want to just craft them to serve our own interest. When we just focus, we flash back ahead, we see that they're not going to help the future generations.
Thank you. Betty, those are some of the varied opinion we are receiving here from the Central Business District here in Nairobi. The opinion are just as varied as they were given by either side, that is the majority judges and the dissenting judges, insofar as the nullification of the presidential elections carried out on August 8th. So that's how it stands, and I take it back to you, Betty.